Hello, everybody. I am the Trans Trekkie, and today I'm reviewing the Transformers Age of the Primes Skybite. And here he is. And yeah, so far he's. So far. I mean, I have transformed this, so I have a pretty good feeling that I'm just going to say it. This figure rules. If you can find one, get one. And I think this is the best version of Skybite we have gotten so far. Um, It is a hell of a lot better than the previous version. I'll get to him in a moment. But first, just like in the Megatronus video, I want to talk about the packaging. Hasbro, what are you doing? You're getting lazy on me. Beautiful artwork of the character in both modes. That's great. Great. Okay, kind of par for the course for Transformers figures. You got to show them in both modes, otherwise nobody will get it. Okay, we've got a little bit going on here. Other than the rest of that, it's an endless sea of boring black. I literally have this font on my computer. I could literally print this out if I wanted to. It's lazy and it's boring. The endless sea of black. We had this in Combiner Wars, Titans Return, Age of, not Age, this is Age of the Primes. Power of the Primes. Pretty much anything with the Primes, plural, has been boring as fuck. Hasbro, stop doing that. Bad Hasbro. No. Figure itself, though, is actually pretty freaking amazing. He's got pretty decent articulation. This can rotate. It's not on any sort of a spring mechanism like previous versions. He doesn't have missiles. This is just his shark missile gun that fits in his hand. His head is on a ball joint. You get a little bit of head tiltage, but not much. He can look up a little bit, not much. Look down a little bit. You don't really get a whole bunch of movement except for a full 360. Shoulders. If you move stuff out of the way, can do a full 360. Go out that far. You got bicep rotation, 90 degrees at the elbow. As I mentioned, there's wrist articulation on the claw. The claw. And same for the other side. He does have kind of wrist articulation. This is more like forearm articulation. But, I mean, I guess if you needed him to do that, you could. There we go. So there's that, and then there's also that. So, if he needs to lift, bro, he can lift. Lift, bro, lift. Okay. Waist articulation. Legs go back that far, forward that far, over 90 degrees at the knee. No specific knee articulation, but you do get thigh swivel. And then we have ankle tiltage here. Feet can go down that far. And there you go. That's pretty well articulated, honestly, for all things considered. I don't know what that would be, but the fact that he turns into a shark, maybe? I don't know. I do want to talk about the shark fins for a moment, because they were on a tree. Yeah, they came on this. They had to clip them off. That's a decision that was made. um, okay, I mean, I don't hate it. I don't love it. I have no feelings about it one way or the other. It's just a thing that happened that I find interesting. I'm not sure why that decision was made, but that's a decision that was made. It's probably the first Transformer in a long time that we've seen where something was actually still on a tree. So enjoy that if you get this figure. Yeah, so this is Skybite. Definitely the I think it's definitely the best Skybite figure so far. I don't have an original from Rid, but I do have this. The previous iteration. Yeah, that tracks. The Thrilling 30 version of Skybite. I bought this, I swear to God, I thought this was a knockoff. The plastic sucks. The legs are like, I'm not usually one to complain about hollow parts on Transformers, but come on. Seriously? That's not even a leg. That's an inference. We're inferring that there's a leg there. There's no actual leg there. It's just this, oh dear God. Like, Hasbro, what, how? For the 30th anniversary of Transformers, this is what you gave us? This pile of fuck? Holy shit. Get that the fuck out of here, man. That's a... Oh my God. That is easily one of the top 10 shittiest Transformers ever made in the history of ever. And I've had jump starters. Okay, just let that bake your noodle for a bit. But anyway, back to our Age of the Primes friend here. This guy, on the other hand, is awesome. So, on the one hand, fuck Hasbro for making that. You redeemed yourself. We're good. You redeemed yourself. You brought it back. You made a good one. It is actually an improvement over the original, so we're good. Just don't let that other thing happen again. So we're gonna go ahead and get this transformed. Transforming Skybite is always a bit interesting, just because of how you kind of have to pull everything apart. Well, I don't want to say you pull everything apart, but it's just getting everything to go where it needs to in order to make a shark out of this asymmetrical robot mode is oftentimes tricky, and I'm wondering why this isn't. Okay, I literally just transformed this last night. So... No. Okay, so these definitely tab together to form the lower jaw of the shark. So we'll start with that. And then somehow we'll have to bring this. There we go. There we go. Okay, we're getting there. Okay. Right, and then the legs, do that. Okay. Now, one of the things I like to do is to go ahead and peg the, so move that out a little bit so it has room, but there's two tabs here that go into the slots here, which does two things. One, it gives you storage for the gun, and also helps to lock the lower jaw in place. And then we can just go ahead and start getting all of this. Or you can just do that, because that's going to happen a lot of the time anyway. So yeah, that'll be fun. Okay, so then this is on kind of a double hinge collapsible thing. This goes like that. This goes down like that. This comes up like this. So this actually, so there's a tab here that goes into a slot here, and the hand actually goes in there. So one of the things I really like about this particular version of it, there's very clear, it's very clear as to how the tail gets formed, which is good. Because that's also what enables the shark mode to actually have some articulation beyond just being in some sort of an already like pre-posed. Oh, that's right, there's tab slot connections in here too. So yeah, there's probably, I don't know if this is coming through on screen, but there's a little tab right there, and there's a little slot right there that needs to go in place. Supposed to do that the same on the other side. If you can get them. That's the other thing. These are on pegs and holes. They're not actually like screwed or pinned. I'm surprised I didn't put these on pins. Hasbro loves pins. Hasbro and their pins. Okay, no. Why not? Why are you not going in there? Okay, well, this is the part of the video where the robot does not want to cooperate with me. Even though it was just fine less than 12 hours ago. Okay, there you go. There's that. Maybe that's what was doing it. Okay, come on. Come on. Ugh. Why? Why is this not working? Okay. You know what? I'm going to do this. Get this all put together. Maybe if I work on the front, the back will decide it wants to cooperate. Probably not, but now what? Okay, we're gonna pause for a moment. Okay, well, we're still working on this. Okay, the one thing I will say about this, everything does peg together, and honestly, that's a little part of the problem. It pegs together a little too precisely, which makes it hard to get everything squozen in place. So, I'm going to pause again, and when we come back, we're going to have a completed shark. Okay, as promised, complete shark. This is actually how he's supposed to look in his shark mode, which I like it. The transformation is a little bit frustrating only because there are so many tab slot connections that have to be precisely fit together in order to get the back end. It can, as you saw, it took a while to get that properly done, but it does all securely peg into place. So at the end of the day, I call that a good thing. So go ahead, put that. He's got his shark missiles always flying along with his mouth full. Yeah. But yeah. So as I mentioned earlier, we do have some articulation. We got the motion on the fins here, since they basically just peg in. This is what was attached to that tree. So you get, full 360 movement on that. We get tail articulation. You go back and forth. Put that back up so that it actually looks like a shark. And there's even articulation on the fins, which probably don't really need that on a shark, because I don't think that's how they actually move that I've ever seen. But yeah, that's quite a bit of articulation for the shark mode. Got a lot of good detail. Love the color scheme. It's got that typical Skybite color scheme that we're all pretty used to. I'll try putting it this way, see if I can get the mouth closed. No, that's not going to work. Really, we're just going to have to do that. Put that in there, like that. Move this down. There we go. Now we have storage in the shark mouth. And I like the fact that there's actually silver on the teeth. There's a lot of detail on here. And yeah, this is Skybite in his shark mode. I love it. It's great. It, as I said, is the best Skybite figure so far. Yeah, this figure rules. If you find one, go buy one. I think they're still available on Hasbro Pulse, so you can order it there. Now, I am going to talk a moment. I'll be back. Well, hang on. Okay, so here we have, again, Thrilling 30 Skybite. And the way that you transform this is you start by folding these over like this, bring that up, bring that up, bring this something like this, pull this forward, rotate that around, bring that down, bring these up. Something with this, I guess, and then you just kind of crumple everything all together, grab the nearest recycle bin, and chuck it in there. And then when your waste disposal company comes to take your recycling bins, they will hopefully recycle it into something far more fucking useful than that piece of shit. Anyway, again, Age of the Prime Skybite. Get it. It's the most awesome Skybite ever. There are a couple more comparison shots here. We'll go ahead and grab, put them next to original Sideburn. We'll put them next to HasLab Optimus Prime. Scooch that over, scooch that over. Bring in Magnus. Bring in Magnus, who also has X-Bron on top of him. And yeah, he actually looks really good in with the other RID figures. Yeah, so if you're missing one for your 2001 RID display, this is the one to get. It's, as you can tell, is going to look amazing next to all of them. And yeah, this figure rules. Get it. If you like this review and you want to see more, feel free to support me on Patreon. It's patreon.com/transtrekkie, and I'll see you in the next one.